Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is January 9th, 2016. Another very pathetic and very painful incident took place in Haryana today. That is just like we can recollect the incident that happened in Delhi in the year 2012. Hopefully, by this time, you might have understood what is that I am referring to. I am referring to the incident that happened with respect to Nirbhaya. Similar type of incident took place in Haryana today. A ninth class standard girl has been abducted and she has been violated in a moving car. And she has been released after 6 hours and she has been very sternly warned by the culprits not to reveal. But the police, and after gaining some confidence after meeting the relatives and the family members, so they have filed a case and these people are to be arrested very soon. But what is happening to the society? That is very important. So where is the security? What is happening? So many times on day-to-day basis we are listening to these type of issues. But where is the security and how to provide the security? What should be done? So these things are being discussed on various platforms by various people. But when it comes to the reality, what exactly is happening? That's always remaining a question mark. So there should be an end to such type of atrocities. So during the time in the year of 2012, when it happened in Delhi, so there was entire unity that we have seen lots of solidarity throughout India and all the people cutting across various lines. So maybe religion, maybe party. So only one concept was there. The concept of humanity came into the pictures. And everybody supported for making the stringent laws. But even after making the laws more stringent, even today, these things are happening. So where is the solution lies to stop all these things? So when there is an end to these atrocities. So this is a very big social issue. And kindly think and whatever you feel that should be done to stop these atrocities, we have every right to write the letters to the government of India. So kindly think of this. And I would like to go further with respect to Delhi. In New Delhi, from 1st January onwards in 2016, so the Delhi government has introduced odd even rules. And I was discussing this point with you. So with respect to this one, odd number vehicles will be coming on the odd number date and even number vehicles on the respective date. And of course, so there is both positive and negative reactions from the society. Definitely it is some inconvenience, but this is what is expected by Delhi government to reduce the pollution. So this is not going to be implemented for long. And as they said, on a trial basis, this is going to be implemented up to January 15th. And High Court of Delhi has questioned how long you are going to implement this and what is that have achieved. Is there any inconvenience? Today, the Delhi government has clarified to the Delhi High Court saying that up to January 15th, they are going to implement this and they are not going to extend. After that, they are going for a survey depending on the interest of the people, depending on the support that they are accumulating from the people, it may be extended. Of course, in the beginning itself, some sections of the society, some vehicles have been exempted from this odd even scheme. But why? Why such exemptions? It has been questioned by the Delhi court. But anyways, whatever it is, it was a move by the Delhi government to curb the pollution. If not this, what can be done? So this is the time for all the states to think about this, because on so many occasions we were discussing about the pollution which is causing lots of harm to our health, especially to the old people and also to the children and also to the pregnant women. So of course a platform has been created now, a discussion method has been created now. Some government has taken the initiative. Of course, whenever any government starts anything, there will be support to the government from sections, some sections, and there will be always opposition for whatever maybe the government is doing. But for every initiative, there are both advantages and also the disadvantages. If advantages are more, disadvantages are less. If disadvantages are more, advantages are less. But what should be done? So that is the reason why I want all of you to think more about this. So, what can be done? Should it be continued? Should it be extended even to the other states? Or what do you suggest to curb the pollution levels in the country and especially in New Delhi? Clear? Because why New Delhi? Because New Delhi is the most polluted city in the world. Okay. So apart from this, I also have some other news. So let me open the screen for you. Let me share the screen, and I would like to share the information with you. Please have a look at this. Look at this. Kirill Islands is a dispute between, always there in the news. Always there in the news. The question, because it is again there in the news, I have given in the form of a question. Look at this. This is China, please. China. Right. It's a dispute between China and Japan, China and Russia, Japan and Russia, South Korea and North Korea. Here the answer is Japan and Russia. And of course, so this is a very, very long pending dispute between these two nations. And finally, of course, so many times the talks were held and both the countries tried to talk to each other. But another fresh initiative has been initiated by the present day governments. It's a good sign because throughout the world, the disputes are very, very common. But if the disputes are more, conflicts are more, definitely it will have the impact on various other issues. So hence the intelligence of the nations depends on how exactly you are trying to solve, especially your problems with the neighboring nations. And when it comes to these Kuril Islands, it's a long pending dispute between Russia and Japan, and both the governments have accepted to resolve this. And very soon, this may be happening. So I have some other information. Let me share the information again with you. Have a look at this. Look at this. Shakti 2016, very, very commonly asked question in the examination. Please, let it be any examination. These type of questions are being asked. Maybe in the UPSC, maybe in the Staff Selection Commission, maybe in Group 1, Group 2 examination, or banking examination, RRB examination. This is a very, very common question which is being asked very, very frequently. So what we are talking in terms of the Shakti 2016 is a joint military exercise by. You can look at the options. See here, basically, when I'm using the concept called joint military exercise. Joint military exercise is nothing but, in the military field, it's a cooperation between two different nations, so that they'll be sharing their experiences, they'll be sharing their techniques, they'll be sharing their knowledge, so that both the nations will be strengthened. And it's a very, very common exercise. India does it with United States of America. India does it with various other countries. But now the question is related to the Shakti 2016 is a joint military exercise between two countries. One is India. One is India, and the other country is France. Other country is France. So it's a joint military exercise between India and France. So this is already started. It's being done in Jodhpur, and this is going to be continued for a period of time. And their focus is mainly on countering the terrorist activities. Kindly remember Shakti 2016. Once again, I'm opening the document for you. Have a look at this. Shakti 2016 is a joint military exercise by India and France. Am I clear? Kindly remember every point I'm going to tell you. Look at this. See here, for your information, in our site onlineias.com, we have some material for IAS, and that some material is exclusively for the people who are aspiring for IAS. But when it comes to current affairs, last 4 months current affairs notes has been uploaded in the site. You can just open our site onlineias.com, search for IAS material. In that one, you can see current affairs. Please open that one, and you have the information starting from September till December 31st. Okay, and from now onwards, after the classes are over, in every month, and that month's current affairs notes will be uploaded so that you can have a look at that. But whatever is there already, I have uploaded September to December 31st, 2015. Kindly read all the points. So take it for granted. If you are just reading and try to memorize that one, it will be very difficult for you to remember it for a longer period of time. Especially in the examination like civil services, it is not just knowing the facts, you should be also in a position to analyze. And with respect to various issues, I was giving this analysis. And after reading a particular point, if something is not clearer to you, please go back to respective video and watch that video once again. So only to ascertain yourself that you are confident regarding that subject. Is that okay? And your analysis is very, very important as far as the IAS is concerned. Am I clear? Don't miss it. Please read. Once again, I'm opening the document. Have a look at this. Shakti 2016, and we came to know the answer is India and France. Note. Look at these 2 points. This is being held in Jodhpur. The main focus is to fight against terrorism. Let me add this word, is to fight against terrorism. Am I clear? Next, another very, very important point. Very, very important point. Just read the question. I'll tell you what is this. Which of the following country becomes the first to participate in the parade during India's Republic Day celebrations on January 26th, 2016? This is really a wonderful thing for the first time that is happening in India. Look at this. I was telling you some time back, with respect to our Republic Day, we celebrate on January 26th. We have discussed so many times. And we have established a tradition where we are inviting someone as a chief guest. So that someone is a person who is the real executive of some other nation. In 2015, we have seen it was the President of United States of America. He visited India and he attended our celebrations, Republic Day celebrations. So this time on January 26th, 2016, this year, We have already invited the French president, Francois Hollande. He is coming here. And during this our Republic Day celebrations, you might have already seen so many times, and our military forces will take part. Of course, various forces are taking part. Even the students from various states, they are also going and take part as far as the so-called this excuse me, this particular event is concerned. Yeah, this particular event is concerned. But this time, what is happening? But let me tell you. But every time, only Indian military forces are permitted to take part, and no other countries' forces are permitted to take part in our Republic Day parade. So, for the first time in the history of India, some other countries' military forces are also permitted to take part in our Republic Day parade. Attending the parade is different. Taking the part, right? Attending means so to have a look at that, to watch the event, to view the event. But here, some countries' military forces are also taking part in the parade. So this is going to be the first time that is going to happen in India, and very, very importantly, for our examination, it may be a question. It may be a question. Clear? And that country is the France. So look at that country is the France, and France is going to France military forces are also going to take part in this particular event. Okay, let me open the document. Have a look at this. Which of the following country becomes the first to participate in the parade during India's Republic Day celebrations on January 26th, 2016? United States of America, China, UK, and France. And answer is France. Is that clear? Yes. Look at this. Answer is D. Note. And this is also a possible question. I told you already so many times. French President Francois Hollande will be the chief guest for the Republic Day in January 2016. So this gentleman is going to come up. So during that time, a big military deal is going to be signed between India and France, and India is going to become, India is going to purchase so many weapons from the so-called France. Here, kindly think, I would like to share some information with you. Make in India. So this is a program already launched by the Prime Minister of India. Generally, what happens is that if you want to purchase something from some other nation, say for example, arms and ammunitions. So many jet fighters we have purchased from various nations. When we are purchasing, India is shelling out larger amounts of money. But one delicate point that we should understand is that these are being produced in some other nation, and they are using their own technology, and the technology may be the obsolete technology for them. For us, developing nations like India, that may be the latest technology, but they have already developed. And those countries are selling it to the developing nations like India. There is no other go, so we are depending on them. Of course, we have the capacity to start our own centers, but it takes some time. Of course, we are already doing, but not to the fullest extent. If that is the case, why should we purchase from other nations? Point number one. So, in this particular case, what is happening? Say, for example, we are going for a deal with France. And as far as this deal is concerned, we are giving away lots of money. No problem, there is no issue. But when it comes to the technology that is used in these jet fighters or aircrafts or other weaponry, it might have been developed by them by using the technology which is 10 years back or 15 years back. So we are getting it happily. And people are also happy. Government is also happy because we are strengthening ourselves. But when compared to our existing aircrafts or jet fighters, what we purchased, to the jet fighters of that country, they are developing the technology and they are manufacturing the new ones. So, meaning, though we are purchasing latestly, we are backward by at least 10 years or 15 years as far as the technology is concerned. So, deliberately, what is happening? So, the developing nations are forced to stay behind. Hope you are getting me. Hope you are getting me. Very, very important point I am going to talk to you now. So, obviously, so we are forced to be 10 years behind, 15 years behind. This is not good for any nation, especially for a country like India, where we have lots of human resources. We have excellent brains in India. We have the capacity to develop our technologies, and we have the capacity to work hard. So, this is the area where exactly the Prime Minister is speaking, make in India. So that what happens, you are inviting other nations to come to India, invest in India, manufacture in India with latest technology, not the obsolete technology. Obsolete technology means old technology. Is it good or bad? That's the reason why, let's being the citizens of India, we need to be aware. If the government is doing something for the nation, it's most welcome. Good. But when it comes to the programs like Make in India, this Make in India programs are going to make a great difference for the nations. So this is the place exactly the Prime Minister of India wants to tap it, so that we will have the units in India, though it is established by a foreign nation, but they are expected to use the latest technology so that we will also be on par with the developed world. Is it okay? That's the reason why the government of the day is very, very important. The people who are present in the government is very, very important. Their decisions are important because they should have a vision. The people who are with a vision are considered to be the real leaders. And a country like India requires such type of leaders. Is it okay? That's the reason why whenever government launches any scheme, let's not be happy. It's going to do certain things. But what is the exact intention behind that? In order to implement that one, what exactly the government is doing, that is very, very important. Hope you got it. I think and I feel that I gave some point for you today with respect to Make in India program. It's a beautiful program. Once it is successful, definitely it is going to make a sea change for India. Am I clear? So, of course, I'll have a separate discussion with you with respect to Make in India. Separately, we'll discuss about this. So, for today, I'll stop at this stage and I thank you, one and all, for being with me this evening. So, tomorrow is Sunday. Enjoy nicely, but read newspapers, watch news. That's a compulsion. Once again, I thank you so much and I'll take leave of you now. Good night.